They always do.
Hi Vogue, I'm Toni Garrn, and today I will show you how to do my natural wedding day makeup look. I am married, actually, but I just did the small courthouse thing. When I did get married, I did it myself. So I'm gonna walk you through the small little natural things that I did on my Yes, I Do day. First of all, this is actually how I started my day. I ran around the house with a mask under my eyes for a few hours. I was very, very nervous. So this is quite authentic. First, when you start with the mask, just to relax your face and make all the puffiness go down, then you can start with covering everything up. So let's get going. I like to start with nothing that's too heavy, especially for my wedding. I didn't want to have a huge cover up, so I'm just going to use a Tinted Moisturizer. Sometimes you need 2 dots. I think on your wedding day it's allowed. Go a little crazy. I love making this little guy wet because everything kind of stays better. Okay, then I think one of the most important things after you do the base is to actually cover up little bits and pieces that definitely shouldn't move, shouldn't get cried off, shouldn't get sweated off. So I like to start with covering up under my eyes. And again, a very light concealer. This is also good for highlights. I always like to highlight my nose, under my eyebrows. It's just something that I picked up from lots of makeup artists backstage. And then it is your wedding day, so I think it's okay to cover up a little more. I'm gonna use another one that covers up a bit more, that's less shiny, to really get the redness. And then I always have things around my lips. They crack very easily, they're very dry. I like to go around my lips a little bit before doing anything else to them. I think it's a good base. It's important to use a little bit of powder and just kind of get it everywhere. You might get really hot, you might get nervous, just to make everything sit. What's next? Eyebrows. Gonna pull them in a little bit. For me, it's important because I have eyebrows, but they're kind of more in the middle. They don't really pull all the way through. I like to add in here at the front. The most important part for the eyebrows actually comes now, which is the brushing it through. And again, I think this is something that I've seen my friends do completely different. They kind of always go with the direction of your eyebrows. In fashion, somehow they always go up. They always go up, up, up. They even put gel in them, make them go up like crazy, so I can never pull them to the side. I always push it up. Okay, now the most important thing for me always in my life, mascara. And before I do any mascara, I have to curl these babies because they don't stay up. And I remember on my wedding day, I would just sit there like this for 5 minutes. You can push as hard as you like, but do it a few times and then really carefully let go. Really carefully, and then see, okay, they're all loose, then remove. I've seen some really bad mistakes backstage with girls going like this while they were on here, and they do not grow back quickly. And then you just go for it. I'll talk to you guys in 20 minutes. I'll be doing this for a while. I actually do my mascara first because it's so messy. With mascara, I'm just more is more. So I do the bottom. This is when all the girls have the beautiful face. I don't know if any girl does it differently than this, but I don't see how. All right, ta-da! Now you gotta clean up. And I do the good old spit is best. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of an eyeshadow around the eyes, not too much. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of gold contouring. Whatever I do on the eye, I always love to pull it around. I just feel like it makes the eyes pop. I think you can take a little bit more darkness, like a brown gray. It's like a little bit of a darker tone to make it pop. This is what I did. Most important thing is the eyelashes, and you just saw me do it for a second. After I use the eyelash curler, then I do the mascara. I still walk around the house like this for a while, just to make sure they stay up. And they really do, it works for me. So now I'm gonna use a little bit of a bronzer. I think it's really important that you really go into the roots with whatever you do so that there's no like ending to the makeup, beginning of the hair. But I think it's also important that you don't do too much because it is your wedding. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want your parents or anyone to be like, who's this? I do like lip pencils. And then I'm just gonna follow my lips with it. And I'm just gonna go around it and then fill it in after with a similar color. It makes it stay. For me, it's very important for every look I do to have like a really beautiful nude lipstick as well in my kit, so it always can tone down whatever color you put on. You do kiss a lot during a wedding, so you don't want to have too much on there. And then also what I love to do, I think this is another thing we learned during shows, The last thing was always you had like a thing on your face and you walk around like this. It's a good trick because then everything stays a bit more smooth. You still have the color, but it's not gonna, you know, go falling. Put like a light little bun in the back or something pretty. Ta-da! All right, so this was my how to do my own wedding day makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Hi Vogue, this is Toni Garrn, and if you enjoyed this and would like to watch more videos, subscribe here.